What's going on, YouTube? We're going to dive into some charts today. Going to go live on TikTok here too. Just a second. I'll wait for people to roll in. Got the good old Bitcoin chart up right now. We'll analyze it here in a minute, just letting people roll in on both YouTube and TikTok. So we'll get rolling in just a minute. What's up, everybody? We'll be going live. We'll be diving in a second, just letting people roll in. We just started the stream. Just going to wait probably about 1 minute. And then we're going to dive into some charts and see what things are looking like. Go ahead and hit some likes. We're at 0 likes right now. Let's see some likes coming in. We're going to dive in deeper. We're going to start with the old Bitcoin, and then we're going to go into Ethereum, and then we're going to take requests from y'all, the audience, and take a look at whatever charts you want to take a look at. And we'll get started in just a minute, just letting people roll in real quick because we just started the stream like 30 seconds ago. Let me get a jacket on because it's a little chilly. Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? Let me know where you're from. I want to know, everyone from the States, where they at? Where they at? Where are you at? What's up? What's up? We'll dive in just a second, just letting some people roll in, and then we'll start diving into the charts. Ohio. What's up, Ohio? Okay. I think we're ready. Let's dive in. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So we got the Bitcoin chart here. We have the 1 hour time frame. That means each of these candles represents 1 hour of price action. Cleveland, Ohio. What's up? You know, the Browns fans, I think, are some of the possibly best fans in the NFL. I'm a Vikings guy myself, but I just like, for the hell you guys have been through, I just salute you. Anyways, so each one of these candles is an hour of price action, and we use this indicator called Lever Atlas down here. This is my own indicator, actually. If you end up being interested in it, you can go click the link on my bio, check it out. But let's dive in here. So we did have back here, what is this? So by the way, just to give you a little grounds, when we see red dots like this on top of the wave, that indicates a topping out of price action. These green dots indicate a bottoming out of price action. So this red dot right here correlates to this top, and now it looks all green, so you're thinking, well, did it really stop? Yeah, it really did, because it really went mostly sideways here, but then you see it didn't really go much further. And then we have this red dot down here. So this is what we really look for when we're looking for today, stuff like this, because what happened here, this is called a bearish divergence. Here's what it is: price going up, momentum going down. When you see something like that, especially on a relevant time frame like the 1 hour time frame, typically price is going to change direction, and that's exactly what happened here, right? Literally on the dot. Got bearish, went down, still going down. We did have, technically this is a bullish divergence here, you know, but I think it was a little early. I think that this is where we're getting bullish now. I think this is the actual bullish divergence back over here. So I think this is going to go up. So right now Bitcoin looks a little bullish to me. I think this is a really strong support zone right here. All these colors and lines and everything, these are Fibonacci retracement boxes. I call them boxes. I don't know if anyone else does, but and these are pretty solid. I mean, as you see, like, you can see price gravitating around here, so that's a pretty strong support and resistance. Here it more acted as resistance, and then it was support, then it was resistance, and it dipped off this line and then went up, okay? And again, we're down here around this line, so to me, that looks like a pretty strong support. I think a super strong support is this one right here, because we have multiple different Fibonacci sequences from different levels hitting right here at this level, this 46,000 level. So I think if we do come down, I think that that's a really strong one to hold at. But it looks to me like, because the depth of this is pretty deep, so I think this looks kind of bullish to me. That's what it looks like to me. I wouldn't necessarily take a trade right now. By the way, hey guys, we have 1 like right now. 1 like. Go ahead and tap that screen. Let's get some likes coming in, and we're streaming live on YouTube too. YouTube, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's see some likes flying in. And then we'll move over to Ethereum. Come on, let's have them flying. We're at 50 likes. We're at 50. That's pretty small. It's pretty small. We got 47 people in here. By the way, if you're watching the stream and it's saying tap to join, go ahead and tap the screen real quick and join on in. Let's go to ETH real quick. Let's take a look at ETH. I typed in the wrong symbols. There we go. There we go. Let's see here. Now I should have some fib lines up. Oh, no, I got the Bitstamp one up. I don't want that. I want the Coinbase one because that's where I have the lines drawn. Here we go. The Fibonacci lines, that is. So what do we got? I mean, as you can see, these lines are pretty solid, right? You see price getting resistance right here, coming down to this support, coming down to this support, hitting this resistance, coming down to this support. And this is a pretty damn strong support right here, sitting here around 4,100. We have multiple different Fibonacci lines drawn through here from different levels. Pretty strong, bouncing up. Nothing that I would say is necessarily what would be called a bullish divergence, but we did, just like Bitcoin, have a bearish divergence where price action went up, right? Because this is a higher high than over here. And you can see Lever Atlas drew this line for us. Price action going, or momentum going slightly down, and it did end up turning. Not as obvious as the Bitcoin chart, but again, I'm a lot more bullish in general on Ethereum. I just put out a video today about how that's, well, I said #1 crypto I'm buying. It's not technically the #1 crypto that I'm buying, but of the main ones, like by far it's the main one I'm buying, because we still have ETH 2.0 coming out. And I went in the video on TikTok today, I talked about the triple halving, because that's really what it's going to be. The daily incoming supply of new Ethereum is going to get cut down about 90%. That is massive. I mean, all these bull markets, that's what starts it, is the Bitcoin happening, where Bitcoin, you know, prior to May 2020, we were able to mine 1,800 new Bitcoin a day. But after May 2020, guess what happened? 900. That's what we're at today. And the next halving is 2024. Every one of these bull cycles really starts taking off around the halving because of that massive supply shock that happens. That's going to happen with Ethereum in a way that we've never seen a major like Bitcoin or Ethereum have that kind of drastic drop in new daily supply. That is permanent. It's just you know, sometimes I almost forget that that's going to happen. And I think a lot of other people do too, because we don't know when ETH 2.0 is coming out. And, you know, my current theory, again, nothing I'm saying is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't guarantee a damn thing. I'm just sharing with you my opinions. I think when ETH 2.0 actually finally launches, I think that will actually be the end of this bull cycle, but I think that is still a ways away. I don't think it happens till somewhere around June next year. That's my guess. But ETH's looking, I would say, you know, overall we're talking about this, but overall it looks kind of sideways to me. That's what I think. It's going to keep going between kind of here and here until we really see something happen. I'll be looking for a bullish divergence on the time frames, especially the 1 hour, because I usually trade on the 1 hour. All right, guys, let's dive in. Technical analysis is nothing but a meme. You're funny. Clearly, you know nothing about technical analysis. Way to throw out your opinions. You're right. All these people that do this stuff, just stupid people, myself included. What do I think about Ring Financial? I almost pulled the trigger on Ring. Especially when there was that kind of hack that happened, believe it or not. I was like, damn, that's really down to like 150 right now. I could start a node. But what I ended up finding instead was Jade Protocol. So if I was going to take on, I think Ring's pretty risky. So I was like, well, what else is out there with a similar return? And I found Jade Protocol, and it has basically the identical. It's a different setup. It's more like Olympus DAO or Wonderland. Wonderland, I'm a big fan of. Wonderland, big fan of. I have a good amount of money in there. It's taken a dip today. I'm not worried about it all. I actually bought more. But Jade Protocol gets about the same return as Ring, but you don't have to have as big of upfront investment, so you can have a less risk. But when you get in, so that's what I thought. And I've been tracking them on YouTube and Discord, and I'm feeling pretty solid about them. Like they really want to do something with this project, and it's not some kind of rug pull. That's how I feel about it currently. But it's not like I've dove all in. I've put in a decent amount of money, but not more than I could, stomach losing. That's for sure. So someone give me a coin. Let's go in. I don't want to look at. All right, fine. We'll look at Litecoin, guys. I hate Litecoin. I think Litecoin is garbage. I think Litecoin has no future. I don't know what role it would possibly serve. Litecoin's just been around a long time. I really don't give a shit about Litecoin. If you guys have been listening to me for any amount of time, I mean, the big thing I talk about is a 4-year plan, right? Having a 4-year plan, not chasing what's going to be the next Shiba Inu, right? Not that. Not chasing the next meme coin that might possibly go up 1,000,000%, because that's just a massive waste of time to me. When in reality, the most successful people in the space are whales and smart money. So what I look at is, what are they doing? And here's what they're doing. They're accumulating constantly Bitcoin and Ethereum. They buy the dips, but the main thing they do is they trade. Because what trading allows you to do, it allows you to actually accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. That's right. Even when the price goes down, especially when the price goes down. If you don't know stuff about that, I do have a free masterclass that teaches all about leverage trading. You can click the link in my bio. You can take that free masterclass. Highly recommend it, because it's a real plan that can actually, in my opinion, create generational wealth for a lot of people. Again, not financial advice, blah, blah, blah. Don't crush me, TikTok gods. But here we are. We're looking at Litecoin. What do we think? What do we think? Looking a little sideways, maybe bearish. Nothing massive standing out to me, because what I want to point out to you, what we're really looking for are these divergences. Here was a good example of one. We see this price bottom up here, right? This price low. And then we see this price low down here. So you can see prices come down. And this green dot right here correlates to this price low. This green dot correlates to this price low. Now, if you look, you can see that this green dot is lower than this green dot. Well, that doesn't make sense, because price came down. Why would momentum be going up? Well, that, my friends, is what's called a bullish divergence. And what happened is exactly that. It's an indicator, a strong indicator, that price action is about to change direction. That's exactly what happened. It went up. Right? And here we had a bearish divergence, right? We have this red dot correlating to this price high, this one correlating to a higher price high, so price went up, momentum's going down, and what happened? Price went down. That's a bearish divergence. And right there, that is basically trading. That is the way I trade, and it works very, very well. Go take the masterclass. Link for that in bio. It's free at the moment, but that's just because it's holidays. It probably won't be free for much longer, so go check it out. Let's take a look at Mana. So, Litecoin, I didn't really see anything massive there. Litecoin, I own no Litecoin, and I have no intention of buying any Litecoin. I think it is basically a worthless project now at this point. That's exactly what I think. Does that mean I'm right? No, it doesn't. That's just what I think. Let's see here. What do we got? We got Mana. Someone said Mana. We're taking a look at Mana. Mana's looking a little bearish. We just had, remember what I just showed you guys? A bearish divergence, right? Price going up, slightly up. Momentum going down. What happened? Bearish divergence. You see this red dot lines up perfectly with right here. What happened? Price went down. And what we would do on something like that is we'd come over here to Bybit. That's where I trade. If you're interested in trading like that, if you click the link in my bio, it'll take you to a page. There'll be several buttons on it. One of those buttons will be for Bybit. It actually has a 3.5% deposit bonus. Let me load this up real quick. I don't know why it's giving us guff. What am I, 90 years old? Load on up, because I want to show you how to take a short. Well, we'll come back to that then. But that's what I would do with Mana, although we missed it. We printed a green dot down here, so that means we could probably hit a price bottom. Yeah, we'll look at VeChain. I love VeChain. VeChain is one that does have a very bright future. Why do I say that? Well, it's been around for a while. Not that that is the only thing, because Litecoin's been around even longer. But VeChain has very big user adoption, network effects. It is basically, in my opinion, by far the shipping and logistics that's going to go on blockchain. It is already the dominant one, and it's not even remotely close. Hey, by the way, guys, we're at 420 likes, which I appreciate. But let's smash some more likes. We've got 100 people on here. Let's get it over 1,000, and we'll dive into VeChain here, because I am seeing there are some things to look at here. Smash those likes. Smash, 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 smash. Let me get some coffee. I'll get some coffee while we get to 1,000 likes. I know it's late in the day, but I drink coffee all day. I drink decaf, guys. I just really like the taste of it. And we're over 1,000. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome. So here we are at VeChain. We had a nice bearish divergence happen back here. Every stream I do, I try to just emphasize this point over and over and over again, because the number one thing I want you guys to learn is trading, which is not buying low and selling high on Coinbase. It's not what it is. Trading doesn't actually cost you any money, because you just use the Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever you already have, and you trade with it, and you get more of it when the price goes up on a long, and when it goes down on a short. You get more of the actual coin, more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, free Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is what I want to teach you guys, okay? That is my main focus. Because again, that's what smart money and whales do, and I'm just doing what they're doing, and I'm sharing with you what they're doing, basically. And of course, I'm doing it too because they're doing it. So check this out. Here's this price top, correlates to this red dot right here. So this is a top of price action. Again, we're on the 1 hour time frame. So it's a pretty decent amount of data in each one of these candles. Each one of these candles represents 1 hour of price action. What do we got? Price went up. So this top right here correlates to this red dot right here. What happened? Price went up. Momentum went down. That is a what? A bearish divergence. What happened? Price went down. Still going down, actually. Isn't that funny? Isn't that amazing? And again, if we were on here, I think it's my computer that's having an issue here, so that's kind of pissing me off, because I want to show you that chart over there. That's pissing me off. Load up, buddy. It's not Bybit's fault, it's my computer. I got to get a new computer. This one's slow and old. I just don't want to go through the pain of moving everything over from this computer to my new computer. But again, I don't know how much longer I can put up with the pain of this slowness. Anyways, but overall VeChain right now, I think we just printed a green dot. It's looking like a bottoming out of price. Looks like money flow here, because that's what this red is. This red means money flow is going down. This green means money flow is going up. Money flow is going down. This might be an opportunity to get in kind of low on VeChain, but again, VeChain's the type of thing where I'm not going to say I'm hodling it, because when things get to a certain point, I will sell, but only to buy back lower. And VeChain is one of the few things that I really plan on accumulating. And that's a word I want you to remember, accumulate. You want to accumulate Bitcoin. You want to accumulate Ethereum. That's what whales and smart money do. They're the most successful in the space. I model what they do. Do what you want, but that's what I would tell my mother to do. Let's see this here. So VeChain, I think VeChain's just at a good price overall. I mean, I just like VeChain. VeChain is clearly a winner. It's clearly a winner. It's clearly a winner. Because of the amount of users it has, the network effects, the companies that are already with it, the shipping and logistics dominance that it has. It's clearly a winner. The main ones that I really, my goal is to accumulate for the future, Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course. And actually Ethereum more than Bitcoin, but only slightly. And then XRP, VeChain, and Chainlink. Those are really the top 5 of what I accumulate, because they are so clearly winners. So clearly winners. And again, I operate off of at least a 4-year thinking pattern, where I'm like, all right, what's the price of this going to be in 4 years? It's going to be a shitload more than it is today, right? Most people are trying to get the next Shiba Inu and get rich as hell tomorrow. And that's just a losing battle, in my opinion, right? And I don't think I need to even explain that. Even if you're doing that, you know that the odds of you catching that kind of lightning is absolutely almost zero. And you're just going to waste a lot of time when you could actually be accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum for the future. And I mean, just 4 years. Is 4 years really a long time? It's not. It is absolutely not. People work 30, 40 years in a job they hate so they can retire and have just enough to live off of when they retire, when they're old. It's ridiculous. So VeChain I love. What else do we want to look at? We actually already looked at Mana, didn't we? We already looked at Mana. Balancer. I don't know much about Balancer, so I couldn't say much on that project. Just because I don't know about it doesn't mean it's trash, but yeah. If I don't know about it, it's got to be fairly new or not very big in terms of actual network effects, usually. So here's a really good example of a bullish divergence. Look at this price bottom back here, this lower price bottom down here. So price going down, momentum going up. Lever Atlas even drew this green line for us. This dot down here, this dot up here, momentum going up, price action going down. What happened? That's a bullish Divergence, waboom, waboom, still going. And we had another little tiny bullish divergence here, right? Price going down, momentum going up. But I like them when they're deeper like this, below this dotted line here. It's more valid. It's more valid. We had a slight bearish divergence up here, but right now we just hit a price bottom, right? With this, ooh, look at that candle, look at that wick there. Damn, that wick went from 15.6 to 16.25. It's a decent wick. It's looking to me sideways, maybe a little bullish, maybe, but right now it depends on what you think about it. Depends on what you think. ADA, let's take a look at ADA. I think ADA's got a future too, by the way. I just think that it may actually be coming back to its fair value, because when there was just so much hype on it because of the Alonzo upgrade coming, the actual smart contracts launching, even though they're just kind of beta test phase, stuff like that. There was just so much hype on it that drove it up so much. I sold most of my Cardano in the high 2s, which was a very, very nice profit. I'm not saying, hey, look at me, look how smart I am. You guys just got to remember, hype and FOMO is just the massive driver in this thing, and you got to be careful not to get caught in it. So is greed and fear. You got to be careful to not get caught in that stuff. Typically, whatever the masses are doing, you need to do the opposite. Seriously. Not financial advice. No guarantees. TikTok, YouTube gods, do not crush me. Just my opinion. What do we think about Cardano here? Cardano seems to have hit a price bottom, right? We got a green dot down here on Lever Atlas on the 1 hour time frame. I already said what I said about Chainlink. Chainlink is one of the very few that clearly has a very, very, very bright future. It also has massive network effects. Most people don't know what Chainlink is. Chainlink is an oracle. So it helps blockchains communicate with each other. Yeah, I can't explain how massive that is. And it's used by, I don't want to say almost everything, but kinda. It's just like from a technical standpoint, it is a massive dominant winner. It's just not very sexy. And that's why it doesn't get a lot of hype and stuff like that. But for the future, if you're looking out at least 4 years, massive winner. Massive, 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 massive winner. Cardano, I don't know. I mean, Cardano looks like a decent price to me. Again, I think Cardano might actually be around its fair value. Yeah, let's take a look at DOT. I think DOT is another one that has a pretty bright future. I don't think it's as guaranteed as the other 5 that I said, but I think that DOT will be around for quite a while. And it's, DOT's founder, Gavin Wood, I mean, he was co-founder of Ethereum, right? He went off to do DOT because he wanted to make something a little bit different. He thought he could make something better, and, kind of frankly, he has. Frankly. But that doesn't really matter. Ethereum's just so far ahead and has such massive network effects and user adoption that it's, I can't imagine a world where it's not the winner. You know what I mean? It's just so far ahead. Like so far ahead. And not just ahead because there's only so far you can go. It's just so far along in terms of user adoption. From developers to projects to actual users like you and me, stuff like that. What do we think about DOT here? DOT just printed a green dot down here on the old Lever Atlas. What do we think? Actually, this looks a little bullish to me because what I would want to do is I'd want to go off this dot back here because this is the lowest dot on the board. So this is our anchor. This is what we want to look at. And it correlates to this price bottom. This one's kind of interesting because it's got this big ass wick down here. But I think I might disregard the wick and look more around this area. I think right where, see, isn't it funny? Look at that dotted red line right there going across because that's the current price of DOT. Isn't it funny how it's hitting that wick just right on the nuts right there? So it looks like a strong level of support to me. I mean, all of this is above that. The only time it was below it was this and this wick. That's it. So it's a pretty strong line of support. This might be a decent time to take a long because, again, when I look at this price bottom and this price bottom, this one is really lower than this one, in my opinion, as long as you leave out this wick. And then we got this green dot down here and this green dot up here. So price is going down, really a lot of sideways, but down technically. Not even technically, it definitely is. And momentum is going up. So to me, this looks like a good spot to take a long, actually. That's what it looks like to me. And again, if you want to learn more about this, trading is really the most powerful way to accumulate crypto. It really is. And trading is not what most people think it is. It's not buying low and selling high. I have a free masterclass. Just click the link in my TikTok bio. If you're listening on YouTube, it's in the description. It's free for now, but it won't be for much longer. Let's get Gala. Gala's pretty good. How's the stream, by the way? Are there any problems? Is it streaming through all right? Let me know. Give me some ones in the chat if things are streaming along fine, because I've been having connection issues the last couple days. Okay, good. Just know if it does get kind of spotty, it's very temporary and it will come back. I don't know why. I have gigabyte internet. I don't know what's happened the last couple days. I have very fast internet. Let's go to Gala. Someone mentioned Gala. I like Gala. I think Gala's got a pretty bright future. And the other thing is what I'm buying that I think has the most upside is gaming stuff. Not any gaming stuff, but a lot of gaming stuff. Because I think that gaming is really the very first thing in blockchain technology, in crypto, to really truly cross that threshold and become mass adopted. Because I think online gaming moves over to NFT blockchain online gaming. I think it's the easiest transition and the easiest disruption that can happen. And it just seems inevitable to me. Before metaverse even, because metaverse is harder to build. It's going to take longer. Gaming is is an easier move. And it's already happening. It's already happening in front of us. And Gala is poised to be pretty competitive in that space, and I dig it. They got a good number of games. I think they have Galaverse going on this weekend. Good stuff. But let's take a look at Gala. What do we think? So we hit a price top here. Looks actually kind of slightly bearish to me. Here's why. So what I keep showing you guys about bullish and bearish divergences, those are regular ones. There's also something called hidden as in hide and seek, hidden bearish and bullish divergences. This actually looks like a hidden bearish divergence. What happens there is when we look at this price top and this price top, I guess, is this one higher? No, this one's lower. So this is a lower price top than this one. But if we look at this red dot that goes along with this price top and this red dot that goes along with this price top, what we see is prices actually come down a bit. But momentum is going up. So that means that the bulls are really trying to drive up the price, but it's just not happening. And then we had this dip down here. I think we could actually have more come down here on Gala right now. That would be my guess. That would be my analysis here. Market will go up or down. Ham, you are in the right place. I can answer that question. The market will both go up and down. AVAX. Yeah, let's look at AVAX. Love AVAX. Let's see here. Maybe we even draw a Fibonacci line on AVAX. Boy, AVAX, that just seems like a good price to me. That just seems like a good price to me, 83 bucks. We have this dot all the way down here. What's really interesting is this is another hidden, this is a hidden bullish divergence, hidden bullish. Because look at this right here. Look at this price low down here. And we have this price low up here, right? So price is coming up. But look at momentum. This dot is higher than this dot, right? So wait a minute. Price is coming up, but it shows momentum going down. When you look at it from this perspective, when you're looking at the lows and below the zero line, these green dots here, it's different than when you're looking at it up here where price is going up and momentum going down. When price is going up here from the lows perspective and momentum is going up, that is actually bullish. A continuation, because that means the bears are trying hard to pull it down, but they can't even get it to here. So that tells me that this is a continuation pattern, and I think AVAX looks pretty bullish right now. I think AVAX is going to go up, and not to mention this is just a good price for AVAX in my opinion. So I would say AVAX looks bullish, and I wouldn't necessarily take a trade here because I have rules, and I only take trades when I see regular divergences, which would be like this one right here, right? We have this dot all the way down here correlating to this price bottom, this dot correlating to this price bottom, this dot correlating to price. So we have price going down, momentum going up. Now that's a regular bullish divergence. This is a spot I would have taken a trade. And where'd it go? Well, boom, just like that. Same thing happened down here. Price going down, momentum going up, and she went up decent. But then we had a little bit of a bearish divergence up here, a little one. But anyways, I think this looks overall like maybe a good buy spot for AVAX. That's my opinion. Yeah, let's look at Wax. Wax is another one that I actually kind of think is undervalued, and they're really building a system. There's some games. I'm not a gamer, but you know, I'm a full-time crypto guy, so I gotta like experiment with stuff all the time. I gotta get my hands on it. I gotta test it out. So I've been playing a lot of games on Wax, in particular one called Spacecraft X. And there's a lot of games on Wax, and they have their own whole trading system. Alcor Exchange, ALCOR, I think is what it's called. And it's, I think that it is going to continue to grow and grow. I really like the Wax ecosystem. But it's different. Wax kind of reminds me of, I don't want to say Nintendo compared to like PlayStation and Xbox, but it just kind of reminds me of like Nintendo to PlayStation and Xbox. Here's why. This is what I mean. Is because it's just doing its own thing. It's got its own games, it's got its own ecosystem, it's really doing its own thing, as opposed to PlayStation and Xbox constantly competing with each other. Wax is playing a different game. Wax is playing their own game, and that's my thoughts on it. So here we go. We had a really nice bullish divergence back here, right? We have this price bottom here and this lower price bottom here. So price is making lower lows. And what's going on? Momentum is going up because look at this green dot down here. It correlates to this. And then we have these higher green dots. So price going down, momentum going up. Whoa, boom. Damn, that went up big. Damn. And we just hit a price bottom. So I don't know. This probably maybe still looks bullish to me, but I wouldn't take a trade here because I don't see a clear divergence. Like here, this was a clear divergence, right? Price going down, momentum going up. This is a clear spot to get in on a long. Has Bybit worked for me yet? Why will it not load? I don't know. I'd like to show you how to take a long or a short. Anyways, go take my masterclass. It's free, right? Link in bio. It's free for now because it's the holidays. I put it up for free. You could also get a free trial to Lever Atlas, this momentum indicator down here. I know it just looks like silly blue waves, but there's a very complex algorithm behind it that really, essentially, simply put, tracks momentum. You can get a free trial to this too. Just check out the link in my bio. And then, of course, for a trading account on Bybit, there's a link for a 3.5% deposit bonus, I think. And again, when you get started trading, like you don't actually have to trade real money if you don't want to. You can start a paper account or a testnet account and just trade in a practice account. Bybit helps a lot with that. So what else do we want to look at? Give me another one. Tezos. Tezos is another one that I kind of think has a future. Theta is one that I think probably definitely has a future. Engine is one that I think definitely has a future. We'll look at Engine next. Whoa, we just had, now guys, okay, wait a minute. Something just happened down here. Now, I've been talking for a while about bullish and bearish divergences. There is a divergence going on here. I'd like you to tell me, do you see a bullish or a bearish divergence? I'm going to take a drink while I wait for some answers to roll in. Is everyone too scared to answer? I see a bearish. We got 74 people in here. Let's get some more responses. Bearish, bearish. One bullet, some bullish, mostly bearish. I agree. It is bearish. Here's why. Check this out. What have I been showing you? There's this price top, and here's this higher price top. So price is going up. But look at Lever Atlas down here, because Lever Atlas tracks momentum. What we're looking for are shifts in momentum. And I really try to simplify this. Let me move this thing down here. Come on. Scroll down, buddy. There we go. So price is going up, right? This price high and then this higher price high, but momentum's going down, right? Because this red dot correlates to this price high, and this much lower red dot correlates to this higher price high. Price going up, momentum going down. That is a bearish divergence, and what happened right here on the dot? Waboom, went down. Excellent place to take a short. Now we printed the green dot down here, so we missed the entry point. We missed it, but it just happened several hours ago, and that's why I wanted to have you see it. Lever Atlas also does this nice thing where it draws a line to help you see it if you don't, but this one's just so painfully obvious where price went up and momentum went down. I also printed a nice fat red bright dot here. But anyways, I don't try to go with the lines and the dots. They're helpful, but I want to make sure that I see it myself. But the green dot printed, so that's kind of a price bottom for now, but it could continue down more. Could continue down more. What did I say? We were going to look at engine next. Let's take a look at good old engine. I like engine. I have a good bag of engine. Because again, I'm really big into gaming, crypto gaming, blockchain, NFT gaming. Not that I'm a gamer. I'm not even a gamer. I don't play games. I haven't had a PlayStation since the first PlayStation, PlayStation 1, right? I'm not a gamer. I don't play games. It doesn't matter. I'm an investor. And it just seems so obvious to me after all the analysis that I've done and do and continue to do is that blockchain gaming is going to be the first real thing that crosses that threshold into main street adoption. Okay, mainstream, main street, whatever you want to call it. It's just such a much easier transition to go from current online gaming to blockchain online gaming, which is far, far, far superior to current online gaming for the actual gamers. Okay, so it has to win, just like Netflix had to beat Blockbuster, because clearly once people understood what Netflix was compared to Blockbuster, the choice was obvious. No, I don't trade Forex. I only trade crypto. NBA 2K is already a crypto? VC for NBA 2K is already a crypto. I'm not sure what that means. But let's take a look at the chart here on good old engine. Good old engine. We'll look at engine. Again, we're on the 1 hour time frame. What do we see here? We had a green dot print down here. That's interesting. Nothing massive standing out to me about anything. Looks like a decent price for engine, in my opinion, if you're just going to buy it. By the way, people ask me all the time, where do you buy crypto? I buy it on Voyager. Why? Because there's no fees when I buy and sell, and I get interest on my crypto that I keep on the exchange. And straight up, most people keep most of their crypto on the exchange, if you're using Coinbase or whatever, but it's only available in the United States. If you click the link in my bio, there should be another link that brings you over to Voyager. If you use that link too, you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin. But again, no fees when you buy and sell. Do you know how massive that is? And you get interest on your crypto? Like, it's massive. Absolutely massive. But again, everything I do, the main thing I do is trading, because my main goal is to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum, because that's what whales and smart money do. So I'm doing what they're doing, because they're the most successful. But engine kind of looks like a good price to me, but I don't see anything massively outlying bearish or bullishness to me. In your bio said I get free Ethereum and Bitcoin. How? Did you click the link? That's the link for the master class to shows you how I do it. I do it through crypto trading, which is very different than buying low and selling high. It's actually much, much, much more powerful. So go take the class. It's free for now. I'm going to be taking that class away soon. I just have it up for free for the holidays. Flux. I don't know what Flux is, but sure, we'll take a look at Flux. Take a look at Flux tether pair. What do we think about Flux right now? Printed a green dot down here, so we hit a price bottom, at least for now. I'm not seeing any... Well, no, actually, this looks kind of bullish to me. Check this out. So the lowest dot on the board is still this one, down here. And if you follow the dotted line all the way over here, you'll see that this dot is above that line, significantly above that line, really. But this green dot down here correlates to this price bottom, and this lower price bottom correlates to this higher green dot. Price going down, momentum going up. This actually looks bullish to me on Flux. Totally does. I wouldn't say we're in a bear market, no. And if we were in a bear market, you should be really excited, because that's the best time to accumulate the good stuff, which is what you really want to do. See, the biggest mistake, and I made this mistake when I first got into crypto, we chase the gains. We chase the price going up. We chase it. And then when it goes down too much, we just leave. That's what most people do. That's what I did at the beginning. One of the biggest mistakes of my fucking life. Because it's ridiculous. That's the best time to buy. Like, I don't really care so much about bull and bear markets. I just care about where the price is at compared to where it's been, and if it's a buying opportunity or a selling opportunity. That's it. I never leave crypto, and I highly suggest to you, not financial advice, just I highly suggest to anybody, don't leave crypto. If you're going to a bear market, be probably more excited than when we're even in a bull market. Seriously. Because that's when you can actually accumulate wealth. Because that's when you can buy the real good shit, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, at a stupid discount. Because if you ask yourself, how much is Bitcoin going to be worth in 5-10 years? How much is Ethereum going to be worth in 5-10 years? If you aren't 100% certain that those are going to be worth a shitload more than they're worth today, then you do not understand the technology that is blockchain, that is crypto. Then you just straight up don't understand it. And I'm not saying you're dumb or you're bad or whatever. I'm just saying as a fact, you don't understand it. And that's fine. You're here. There's always, all of us, there's no one, not like I'm walking around going, hey, I know everything. No, there's always more I can know. But long ago, I realized, wow, this technology is here to stay, just like the internet was in the 90s and 2000s. And this is the next evolution of the internet. Straight up, not even possible that we're going anywhere but that way. Seriously. Cake. I was in Pancake Swap for a long time, but there's just other places to get much bigger gains that I left it. I actually have, I don't know, maybe 5 cake left sitting in Pancake Swap, but I still use it because it is the main swap for the Binance Smart Chain. Let's take a look at it though. We had a green dot print down here, so we hit a price bottom. This is looking, I don't know. Looking like a bottom, but I don't know. Looks like it's going to go sideways to me. Phantom is one that I'm also bullish on in general because, again, their ecosystem is really growing. Again, guys, there's no substitute. There's just no substitute for getting your hands dirty and going and doing things in these ecosystems. That's what I do every day. I'm a full-time crypto guy. That's what I do every day. This is what I do. And in the Phantom ecosystem, one thing that I did is I went and got involved in Hector DAO and Spartacus DAO, which are a lot like Jade and Wonderland and Olympus DAO, and they get 200, 300% APY. And so I got involved there, and I looked at some other things in Phantom. I started to realize, hey, the Phantom ecosystem is pretty solid, but I actually think its price is pretty suppressed. Yeah, heck, pretty suppressed. Why? Because it's actually kind of hard to get Phantom into your Phantom wallet. It's not, you can go buy it on Coinbase or Voyager or wherever, but you can't actually send out of those places to your Phantom wallet. Crazy. I don't even think on Binance you can send it out. So what was really interesting was the only way to actually fund your Phantom wallet, because you need Phantom to be able to do transactions on the Phantom network, you needed to find a Phantom faucet, like a sink, faucet, Phantom faucet. So if you ever want to do something in the Phantom ecosystem, Google Phantom faucet. And what it'll do is you'll find one of them and it will deposit like 0.2 Phantom into your wallet, which is plenty to do several transactions on the Phantom network. And what's the main exchange? Well, there's 2, Spooky Swap and Spirit Swap are the main ones on Phantom. And then there's just some really good DeFi stuff on the Phantom protocol. Seriously guys, seriously. But Phantom right here doesn't look, actually it looks kind of bullish, because check this out. Yeah, look at this green dot over here. It's all the way down here. Now follow the dotted line all the way over. Look at this green dot. This green dot is higher. And you're like, what's this guy doing? Waves and green dots. I mean, that can't be all it is. Oh no? Listen, I made this thing. It took me months of blood, sweat, tears, and a lot of money to make this thing. It just looks like little waves with dots that print, but there is a very nasty, complex, fantastic algorithm behind this thing. And when I say this dot is higher than that one, this is a very accurate thing. And what are we going to see? This is a price bottom, and this is a slightly lower price bottom. But what's happening here? Momentum is going up. This looks like a bullish divergence to me. It looks like a good time to get into Phantom to me. My opinion. Not financial advice. Can't guarantee a damn thing. Don't crush me, TikTok and YouTube gods. And by the way, if you want to learn more about this is the most powerful thing you can learn, in my opinion. I have a free class, free master class. Click the link in the bio. It's up for a limited time. For a limited time, it's free. Let's take a look at who else said some stuff. Let's look at something good. SHIB, guys, can I talk to you? I'm almost going to start giving interventions on SHIB and Doge. Because why? Why do you care about SHIB and Doge? Seriously. They do nothing. They do nothing. Where do you think they're going to be in 4 years? Most likely gone. Way buried deep in the market caps. Well, I mean, if you're chasing SHIB and Doge, you're probably newer, and that's fine. Welcome to crypto. You're still ahead of by far most people on the planet. But just in 2017 during the last bull run, it's hard for me to tell you with like 98% of the coins that were in the top like 100 are just not even to be heard from anymore. Because they didn't do anything. SHIB and Doge do nothing. You're wasting your fucking time. Stop wasting your fucking time. Go get the good shit. Do what the successful people do, the smart money and the whales. You want to know what they do? They accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is the main fucking thing they do. And so I noticed that. And so that's what I do now because they're the most successful. I'm going to do what they do. You know what the least successful do? They chase the next fucking Shiba Inu. It's a fact. Look at the numbers. Anyways, I digress. Trading is the most powerful way to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum because you can get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. A lot of it. And you get it for free when the price goes up on a long, and you get it for free when the price goes down on a short. That's it. Is it that simple? Yeah, it really is. And again, my masterclass is up for free right now. For a limited time, link in bio, check it out. Swear to God, one of the most impactful things you can do for yourself right now. Phantom looks, to me again, I think Phantom looks a little bullish. I think it looks a little bullish, and I'm bullish on Phantom in general anyways. XLM, I'll tell you what XLM is, in my opinion. XLM is the poor man's XRP. Why buy XLM when I can just buy XRP? XRP is the winner. XLM's trying to do what XRP already can, and it doesn't do it as well. If you actually go look at the tech, just from that perspective, not that even has to matter, XLM is just I don't want to say far inferior, that's disrespectful, but is clearly inferior to XRP. And XRP's network effects, its user adoption, is just so massive. And a lot of the user adoption is just waiting for this case to be over, which we all fucking know this case is going to end with XRP either just straight up winning or paying a fine and going about their business. But the SEC is not winning. But we got XLM up here, might as well take a look, right? We have this green dot print down here and then a red dot. So this to me looks pretty bearish. We got a red dot all the way down here. Looks pretty bearish. Plus we did have price going up, momentum going down, bearish divergence going down, still going down. This is a pretty strong line of support, it looks like, as you see price action stopped here, price action stopped here, price action may be stopping here, but it could dip down into here. We'll see. I don't care about XLM. I legit do not care. AMP, USD. Let's take a look at AMP. AMP's a decent project. I beg you, for the well-being of yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, for the generations after you, I beg you, accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is not financial advice. Don't crush me, TikTok and YouTube gods. That's the best thing you can do, in my opinion. Because look at the most successful people, smart money, whales. That's what they do. And they focus on that. They buy the dips. And the main thing they do is they trade. They trade. Because you can take your Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and some other things, and you can just trade with them for free. And you get more Bitcoin and Ethereum for free when the price goes up on a long and down on a short. Take my masterclass. It's free for now, but it won't be for much longer. Link in bio, baby. What do we got here on AMP? Green dot down here, price action, looking bullish actually. Here's why. I would say bullish. Now we got this low green dot all the way down here, okay? We got this green dot down here, and it is lower than this. But what I'm noticing is when we look at these ones, like look at this one right here. If you follow the dotted line over, this one is below it. And look at this one right here. If you follow the dotted line over, this one is below it. That one's below this one. But look, this price bottom is higher than this one and higher than this one. So price is going up from a bottom perspective, from a price low perspective, and momentum is going down. So the bears are really trying to pull it down, but the price lows persist no matter what. That's actually a continuation pattern indicating strength, and I think that this is going to go up. That's what that looks like to me. That looks like a hidden bullish divergence. Hidden. Although I only trade off of regular divergences, which should be price going down from the bottom perspective and momentum going up for a bullish one. We already looked at engine. We'll look at FEG. FEG, baby. All right. Apparently FEG is, because I don't know what it is, and it didn't come up. It must be a very shit coin, very, very deep shit coin. Watch out. Let's look at Link. Link is, to me, has such user adoption, network effects, that it is just clearly a winner that's going to be around for a very, very long time. Because to me, it's already won. It already has such massive adoption. It's just that it's not sexy. So it's hard to get hype around it. But I'm not trying to make trades based off of tomorrow. Most things I do, I'm basing off of at least the next 4 years because of the Bitcoin halvening. Give me a 1 in the chat if you do not know what the Bitcoin halvening is. Because it's the most important. If there's one event you got to know in crypto, you got to know what the Bitcoin halvening is. Give me a 1 and I'll explain it. If I don't see some 1s, I'll just continue on. But I do see something on the link chart here that's worth pointing out. We'll get to that. I see some 1s flying in, 1s flying in. Okay, all right, that's enough. I'll do it. So the Bitcoin halvening, what it is. So Bitcoin is a proof of work crypto. What that means is they take miners, right, to mine Bitcoin. What that means is that graphic cards really mine Bitcoin. Let me not confuse you here. So Bitcoin gets mined, and currently the way the algorithm is set, we can mine 900 Bitcoin a day. That's it, right? In May 2020, a Bitcoin halvening happened. So before May 2020, we could mine 1,800 Bitcoin a day. But then May 2020 came around and a halvening event happened. And they happen about once every 4 years. So what happens is the incoming daily new supply gets cut in half, creating massive supply shock to an already exponentially growing demand. So what happens? Supply and demand. And demand's just pointing up, and supply goes, well, see ya, boom. It just creates parabolic, like massiveness, and that's what creates these bull runs to really go crazy. And it happens about once every 4 years, so I beg you, start trading off of at least thinking 4 years out. The next halvening happens in 2024, probably about March 2024. Start thinking like that. Not where's the next fucking Shiba Inu, okay? I actually want to help you guys, and I swear to God, you were just listening to noise, because there's a lot of noise out here. It's not even your fault. It's not your fault. It's just that there's so much noise out here, and everyone's talking about what's the next big one, what's the next big one, what's the next big one, that you get caught up in it, and you don't even realize you're getting caught up in a bunch of noise and distraction, when the truth, the real thing you should be doing, in my opinion, and it's not even my opinion. I do this because I realize the most successful people in crypto do this. That's why because I used to be just totally distracted and full of noise too. There's an Amber Alert that just went off on my phone. Am I back? An Amber Alert just went off on my phone, so it just did that. So what was I saying? Smart Money and Whales, they're focused on accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they are the most successful people in crypto, right? So that's what they do. So that's what I'm doing. They don't get distracted by the noise and shit. They focus on that. That's what I got. Who's ETH having? When's ETH having? ETH doesn't have a halving, although there is something coming up with ETH that we kind of call the triple halving. So imagine Bitcoin going from 1800 to 900, that's a halving. But imagine Bitcoin going from 1800 to 900 to 450 to 225. Imagine what, if 1800 to 900 causes what we've seen, this massive bull run, imagine if it went all the way down to 225. Because that would be 3 halvings, 900, 450, 225. Okay? What's going to happen with Ethereum when 2.0 comes out is that the new daily supply is going to be cut down about 90%. So 1800, 900 to 450 to 225, that's about 90%. That's what would happen if that happened with Bitcoin. But that's what's going to be happening with Ethereum. So what? Ethereum is maybe the highest demand fucking thing in crypto. It is the highest demand thing in crypto. It's got the biggest network, the biggest user adoption, the biggest network effects, etc. And it's going to go from this new daily supply to fucking the floor? Triple halving? Dude, what do you think that's going to do to price? What do you think that's going to do to price? It's going to be maybe the biggest fucking rocket we've ever seen, in my opinion. And I think that that will be the end of the bull market. I think that we will see a massive parabolic move when that happens, and then that will mark the end of the bull market, and begin the bear market. That is my current thesis. I could get into all the details and charts, etc., as to why, but I'm not going to do that here. Let's go back to the link chart. So again, you want to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my opinion. Okay, that's what whales of smart money do. I'm doing what they're doing. I'm sharing with you what they do. So that's what I do. Stay focused on the real thing, because it's not going to be long before you're not even going to be able to buy Bitcoin. Like, you're going to go on Coinbase or wherever you buy, and it's just going to say, sorry, no Bitcoin available today, check back later. And then eventually that's going to happen so much that they're not even going to list it, and it's going to be widely known that you can't even buy the shit. And you're going to think, God, I wish I listened to that daily crypto bull guy, because he said this is exactly what's going to fucking happen. And it's not far away. I mean, 4 or 5 years, that's exactly what's going to happen. We already know the supply out there, supply to actually transact with, is going down, 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 and been going down for Bitcoin and Ethereum big time. What do you think is when a triple halving happens to Ethereum? It's going to be very hard to find. And no, Ethereum Classic is not any good. Ethereum Classic is the Ethereum left behind for good reason. I don't know when 2.0 is coming out. My guess is it comes out for some reason. Again, I'm not going to get into all the charts, the deep, deep, deep stuff. But to me, it looks like I think that the bull market will end somewhere around June. In reality, somewhere between May and November. This is just my opinions. There we go. I don't know. No, TradingView is not my company. I wish TradingView was my company. Lever Atlas down here, this is my indicator that I made for myself, but now I let other people get to. But it is a paid product, but you can get a free trial to it. Click the link in my bio, but definitely watch the masterclass first. And again, the number one way to accumulate, because that's the word you want to think of, is accumulate. And you want to think further out, right? At least 4 years, past the next Bitcoin halving. You want to think how, because in 4 or 5 years, it's very, very realistic that you just won't even be able to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. How pissed will you be chasing the next fucking Shiba Inu, wasting this time, being distracted? Because it's not your fault. All the creators out here, so many, are just creating content, teaching you to go chase your fucking tail. And it's not that they're bad people. It's also, the audience's fault, because that's all people want. Where's the next Shiba Inu? Who can make me a billionaire overnight? It's just so fucking unrealistic. But to accumulate a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum over the next 4 years, you can really create wealth for yourself. Okay? Especially if you do it through trading, because you don't need money. You just need a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum to start with, and you just keep trading up, trading up, trading up, trading up, trading up. That's it. The masterclass signed up, so is it the video you have up in the membership area? No. When you click the link in the bio, there's a button that says how I get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free. That's the masterclass. But if you take me up on the free trial of Lever Atlas, again, this is just a holiday thing, limited time. You actually get access to my entire course, my trading course, which goes much more in depth than the masterclass. Masterclass is like a intro and showing you the nuts and bolts, but then the course goes deeper and deeper. And I usually charge like hundreds of dollars for the course. But you get it for free just if you try Lever Atlas. Because I really want you guys to learn trading. It's the most powerful thing you can do. It's like a superpower. I mean, imagine if you were on the live stream yesterday, I did an XRP short on the stream live. So what that meant was I did a trade with XRP. It didn't cost me anything. I just used the XRP I already had, and not all of it, just a little bit of it. And I did leverage, which is a whole nother thing. Watch the masterclass, explains a lot more of it. And I was right here in the live stream earning free XRP when the price was going down. It's a superpower. It is a effing superpower. I don't trade. I only trade. I trade inverse perpetual. Someone asked, sorry, I forgot to say, do you trade ETH Bitcoin against Tighter, making both coins? I don't. If you can do that, I'm not aware how to do that. But I just trade inverse perpetual, which is Ethereum and Bitcoin or XRP, where you actually earn the coin as your profit. You can also trade against like USDT, where you get paid in USDT as your profit. I don't really do that much, but there's a lot more coins to choose from on the USDT earning. But I want to accumulate Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, so I trade inverse perpetual. If I could get Bybit to work, I don't know why it's not working for me today. I could show you this, but it's easy to find. God damn it, I don't know why it's not working. Anyways, let's go back to the charts here. But yeah, Link to me looks bullish. It looks bullish to me. And I just think Link's very undervalued right now, period, anyways, just from a buying perspective. And again, I know you're about to ask me. So when I do buy crypto, I buy it on Voyager. But it's only available, Voyager's only available in the United States. And the reason I use Voyager is because when you buy and sell, there's no fees, unlike literally everywhere else. And you actually get interest on your crypto if you keep it on the exchange, which means you just get free crypto. That's very powerful. If you click the link in my bio, it should take you to a page that has a link for Voyager. And I think with that link, you also get $25 in free Bitcoin. But yeah, I would say bullish here is what I look like. Let's look at seller. I don't know what seller is. Is that short for celery? Not a funny joke, probably. Not a funny joke. It was meant to be a joke. Seller. Celery. Let's look at celery. I have no idea what is seller. Seller network. Okay, I don't know what it is. I don't know much about it, but several of you have asked for it. It looks a lot like the other charts. I mean, have you guys noticed as we went through? Do you notice how the all price of so many cryptos just go together? Right. So if Bitcoin's looking bullish, odds are everything else is looking bullish. If Bitcoin's looking bearish, odds are everything else is looking bearish, pretty much. But this was pretty bullish back here. I would actually say, let's take a look at this down here. Let me get down here. Follow the dotted line over. This dot is above that. So what's interesting, I'm not going to count this wick. Not that I have to. I'll make several points here. We have this price low here, and we have this price low over here. This is a lower price low. I'm not counting this wick. But we also have this price low over here, and that's certainly a bullish divergence. So interesting. I think that this is actually kind of bullish too, seller, because it looks to me like price is going down and momentum is going up, and that is a bullish divergence. So I'd say this looks bullish to me, and this looks like it is showing a strong support level based on where I see previous price action at. Let's go to 240 real quick, which is 4-hour time frame. Let's bring that. I keep getting these pink things that show up. I don't know what they are on my screen here, talking about other people streaming or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, this looks like a pretty strong support level. I mean, look at we did it once, twice, third time. My guess is this is holding pretty good, and things look. Oh yeah, on the 4-hour. Look at this. We haven't printed a dot here yet, but it looks to me like we will be printing one. Price going down. Again, I'm not counting this wick. I don't think here, because this wick was so nuts, I'm not counting it. I'm going to look more at the body of the candles, which on a red candle, the bottom of this thick part, that's called the close. Whereas on a green, the close is the top part of the thick part. Price going down, momentum going up. Yeah, this definitely looks bullish to me. I think seller is going to go up. You never know how far or for how long, but it looks like it's going to turn around to me. But I would wait for the dot to print here on the 4-hour. Yeah, maybe even, let's look at the 2-hour real quick. Because today's just looking overall pretty sideways at this time of day. Price going down, momentum going up. We did print a dot here. And it is higher. So this is actually a regular divergence, bullish divergence. Price going down, momentum going up. This does look, seller does look bullish to me in the short term. It does. What else should we look at? Give me another one. Then we'll go to some Q&A. How about that? Hey, by the way, we're at 5,600 likes. Go ahead and smash some likes. I'd really like to see 10,000 likes come through. We'll take a look at sand. I love sand. In sand, the reason I'm so bullish on sand, and I've had sand, like I bought all the sand that I have, and I bought a lot of it. I bought it under $1. Why? Because of the company that's behind it, Animoca Brands. I'll tell you, man, about anything Animoca Brands does just turns to gold. It really, really, really does. And it's mostly because of Yatsu, their founder, CEO. Like, that guy just lives in the future. Like, he is the leading authority on blockchain gaming and metaverse. He really, really is. And anything they touch just turns to gold. So even though sand was a much smaller market cap than Decentraland, which was the big one everyone talked about, I was like, I don't care about Decentraland. I own some Decentraland. But I own a lot more sand because I'm like, listen, Animoca Brands is behind this. I am so much more bullish on this because the metaverse is inevitable. I think we all know that at this point. But this is interesting. This looks pretty bullish to me. I mean, we did just print a red dot up here. What I would really like to see here is I would like to see this come down lower and print a green dot up here, right? Higher than this one. Because again, we're down here at this price action. Here was really the bullish divergence that happened, right? Because it might be hard for you to see, but this is a little bit lower than this. Again, I'm ignoring this wick, this massive wick on all of these because it was so fast that I just don't want to count it. So this is a little bit lower here by the close. Price going down, momentum going up, bullish divergence, wha-boom, baby. And we got another green dot up here, wha-boom. Yeah. To me, this still looks bullish, and it looks like it's really waiting for its breakout to me. Plus, it's sand, right? How much more bullish can you be on something than sand, in my opinion, one of the leading, probably the main metaverse that's out there now on the blockchain. So to me, this just seems like good value of sand. Yeah, I dig it. And sand is on Voyager. You can buy that on Voyager. I just saw someone else, Phantom. We already looked at Phantom. Algo. Yeah, let's look at Algo. We're at 6,900 likes. I dig that. I dig that. Could you guys do me another favor too? Hit that share button over there. Share this stream so we can get even more people in here and share more of this stuff going on. Because the more the merrier. That's one thing that's awesome about crypto, is it really is about the more people that are in it, the better it is for every single one of us. Because the only thing we're waiting for is to reach that threshold of user adoption. That's it. We're at about 200 million people now that are in crypto in the world. Do you realize how small that is? 200 million out of like 8 billion. We're still early, guys. We're still early. But also the user adoption is growing over 100% a year. So by this time next year, it's very likely we're at like 400 million, and then 800, and then 1.6, and then we're mainstream. That's like 3 years away. So when I talk to you about 4 years, I'm not joking. Accumulate while you can, because now is the time. You're not going to be able to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum in the very near future. I'm talking within like 4 years because of the user adoption rate and the dwindling supply. Like, it's just stop chasing the shit coins. Stop it. You're fucking yourself up long term. You really, really are. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. Can't guarantee anything. Don't crush me, YouTube and TikTok gods. These are my opinions. Actually, they're not even my opinions. I'm just doing what whales and smart money do. That's what they're doing. They're the most successful in the space, so I do what they do. I'm telling you what they're doing, what they've been doing, what they continue to do. The very foundation of what they do really revolves, around trading, because that's the best way to accumulate this stuff. Because it doesn't matter how big your budget is. There's only so much you can buy. But if you can sit here and get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free by trading, you can get free Ethereum and Bitcoin when the price goes down on a short and up on a long. Like, it's a superpower. Truly, it is a superpower. And it's one, when I first came across it, I knew that I needed to learn that skill. And it was not very hard. I mean, it was hard for me, actually, in the beginning, because I didn't know what the hell to do. So what I'm telling you here, when I'm talking about bullish and bearish divergences, is that all you need to know? Yeah, really. That's all you need to know. Because I built this tool because it was so hard for me in the beginning that I built this thing, and it took a long time and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to build this thing. And again, it just looks like silly little waves with dots, but there's a very complex, robust algorithm behind this indicator right here. To make it simple, because I'm not trying to make it hard. I wanted to make it easy. I made this thing for myself. And then other people asked me if they could use it, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Other people want to use it. That makes sense. So now it's available. Anyways, how does Algo look? Algo's looking, I wouldn't say bullish or bearish. Yeah, it looks like we're hitting support. I think we're around support. Maybe this is a price bottom. I think a dot's about to print. Let's go to the 60 minute, the 1 hour. We did have a dot print down here. It seems to be bottoming out. This seems, that's interesting. Might be a decent time to buy Algo. Might be a good spot on the dip, because again, the dip came down to at the very bottom on that wick, $1.42, we'll say. And it looks like we have some pretty strong support around about $1.50, $1.53. And right now we're sitting at what, $1.57? That seems pretty decent to me, because if we go back, let me click this real quick. Let's see where Algo got up to. Let's see what kind of discount we're looking at here. So Algo looks like at its high, its absolute high. Wow, what a wick that was. I don't even want to count that. Looks like at its high, it was about $2.50. And right now you can get it for $1.50. That seems like a good value to me. Oh, Goat Ball said $3. Yeah, that probably is about right. I mean, that's probably what this wick is up here. That seems like a good value to me. Plus, if you look at this from the daily, so each one of these candles is a day of price action. I mean, back here, we're going all the way to the 10th of September. This is 3 months here. And it's held, like where this dotted red line right there, that is a pretty damn strong level of support, wouldn't you say? And where are we? Right at it. This looks like a good spot to just buy Algo to me as a hold. Not financial advice. Don't crush me, TikTok and YouTube gods. But this looks pretty solid to me. I mean, look at that. Look at that support hold. This dirty wick. Yeah. This was the one from the crash that happened, a week or so ago. But I don't even want to count it because it just bounced right back up real quick. And we're holding. To me, this looks like a really good price to buy Algo at. And Algo is on Voyager. That's the one I use, but it's only available in the States. Great advice. Just opinion, not advice, not financial advice. TikTok, YouTube gods, don't crush me. What else are we gonna look at? Let's look at another one. Basic attention token. Basic attention token is one that's actually been around for a while. I think that's one that can actually persist. Are they still with the Brave browser, or did the Brave browser change its currency? I haven't used the Brave browser in quite a while, which is ridiculous. I don't understand. I got to get back to using the Brave browser. It's just Google Chrome's. Oh, you're the first person that I've seen ask for Crow today. Crow has been one of the most requested things this week. Where are we at? We're on the daily. Yeah. Basic attention actually looks kind of high on the daily. Goodness. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, it would have been better to get it under $1. Yeah, I don't love the price of this if I were to buy it. But from a trading perspective, let's go down to the hourly and see if we see any divergences on more local time frames. Pulling it down. Yeah, I think it's going to continue going down a bit. I think this isn't one that I would want to get in on right now, I don't think. But again, I look out 4 years. So it's like, is this a good discount to get in and pad my bags? Because I do think we're going up a lot higher anyways over the next 6 months. Yeah. Someone asked for one that I wanted to look at just a second ago. Crow, that's right. I'll look up Crow. Usually that gets asked about so damn much. We'll look at a few more and then we'll dive into some Q&A, and then I'm probably going to call it. Let's see here. Interesting. This to me looks bullish. Slightly bullish. Because look at this green dot right here, correlating with this price bottom. Look at this price bottom up here. So clearly price is going up. But this green dot here is a little bit lower than this one. If you follow the dotted line over, you can see it. And you may be thinking, well, you know, just a little bit. Does it really matter? Absolutely it matters. Again, I have a very complex algorithm, a very accurate one behind these silly little blue waves that you see, okay? And this, to me, especially with the price being this different up here, this is clearly price going up and momentum is slightly going down. That means the bears aren't able to pull this even down to here, not even close, just holding this support line. So I think Crow is actually ready for a bounce. Again, this is the 1 hour time frame, so you know I never know how far or for how long, but this is looking bullish to me. This is looking bullish to me. This program, well, I'm on TradingView, right? I'm on TradingView, but what I'm really using, and this is all available to everybody, except for this indicator down here is my own indicator. It's called Lever Atlas. Lever Atlas. Click the link in my bio and you can find out about it, as well as take a free masterclass. It's only available for a limited time, because I'm going to be taking that thing down, so take it while it's available. We already did Cardano and VeChain. They looked pretty unclear, if I remember right. But to me, Crow's looking a little bullish in the short term, at least. On the daily, did we do the daily? Maybe we'll do the daily on this real quick. So each candle will now represent 1 day of price action. We'll look at a much longer time frame. Let's pull that over. There was just such a damn boom back here, right? It's hard for me to say like, hey, it's a good time to buy. Oh. So TradingView only started tracking crypto.com on the 4th of November. That really, or Coinbase, that's why, because of Coinbase. Let's go to Crow USD on something else, like say, how about FTX? That'll probably be longer. Yeah. It was just such a damn big run up that it's hard for me to say, yeah, good time to buy. You know, because look how high it is compared to where it was back here on the 2nd of November, you know, just a little over a month ago, where it's at like $1.90. Right now we're looking at $5.50. To me, crypto.com is just not that amazing. It's just not. To me, it's just another goddamn exchange. I don't understand what it's all about. I looked up Elron and Engine. I already looked those up. SHIB I haven't looked up because I don't want to look up. I want to tell you, in my opinion, just stay the fuck away from SHIB. Stay away from it. It doesn't do anything. It should, in my opinion, it just shouldn't be the focus. I'll pull it up. Fuck it. I'll pull it up. It's just, it doesn't do anything. It went up in price because a bunch of people bought it. That's its claim to fame. I don't see longevity in that. Here's the daily on SHIB, right? I bought SHIB back here, and I sold it up here. Because when it got into the top 10 market caps, I knew that's it. That's the end of it. I sold it, so I made a really good profit, right? Just because I knew that might happen. I didn't put much money in it, because I don't spend much time or money on these high-risk, silly things. And now it's down here, and I think it's going to keep going down because I think it's just massively overvalued, period. Again, it does nothing. But what we are seeing on the daily, we are seeing a bullish divergence, right? Price is coming down, momentum is going up, right? Here's this price bottom, here's this price bottom, this lower price bottom, so price is coming down. Here's this green dot, here's this higher green dot, so momentum's going up. It does look bullish to me in the short term, but who knows? Man, where were you a few weeks ago? I was around. I make content every day. What do I think about Hector DAO? I do have some money invested in Hector DAO. I think they look like a solid project. I like the Phantom Network. To me, right now, obviously the number one thing I do is I trade. I trade Bitcoin and Ethereum because the number one thing to do, no matter what the rest of the market is doing, no matter what, is to accumulate as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as possible. I'm not out there buying it. I'm trading. So I get free Bitcoin and Ethereum by trading. And I get way more than I could ever buy. No matter how much money you have, that's the truth. That's the number one thing I do, okay? And then, so when these dips happen, I always assess and say, all right, where's the best opportunity lie for a shorter term? And it's not meme coins. It's not what's the next Shiba. I have a little bit, like 1% of my portfolio invested in little things like that. But I'm just waiting. I'm not going to cash out. I expect those all to go to zero. I'm only going to cash out of those when I think the top of the market actually is. And I don't think that's going to happen for like 6 months. So what am I in right now? Things like Hector DAO. I found those to be the best opportunity. The best opportunity, in my opinion, Because what do those do? They're down in price just like everything else. But what do they have that almost nothing else has? Massive yield. They're paying you more. They're paying you massive yield every day. So even though the price goes down, it's kind of like, well, if you wait a little bit, you're going to have more Hector or Spartacus or Wonderland Time or Jade, and it's just going to grow in value. Even if the individual coin doesn't, you're going to get more of the coin because of the yield. So I'm like, well, that's the best opportunity out there, clearly. So that's the main thing, that my new cash that I put into the crypto system was mostly into those types of things, like Hector DAO, like Wonderland Time. Wonderland Time is my biggest investment in terms of these rebased DeFi 2.0 things, because I have the most trust in the team. That's why. Straight up. Even though it doesn't have the biggest return, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, guys, this is how spoiled we are in crypto. Let me show you real quick the APY going on. And and to me, in my opinion, today's a great day to get in, because again, it just seems really underpriced right now, and the APY is just silly. Let me refresh it because I don't know what's going on here. It's giving about, what's going on? No, I don't want to sign in. I don't want to sign in, guys. Escape from that. Shrink this. Close that. Let me pull it back up where the hell it went. Not that. Dang it. Where'd it go? Here we go. I'm going to shrink that. Boy, it just will not load. It's got to be my computer. Anyways, it's doing about an 85,000% APY, right? Pretty great. And Jade Protocol here, look at that number. Look at that number. And the more I look into this team, the more trust I'm building, but it's still a really new project. And this kind of APY, even in DeFi 2.0, makes you be like, what's going on here? But it's kind of crazy how much I'm making, I don't know, you double your money in Jade in like, I don't even know, like 20 days, you double your money. It's just crazy. But Wonderland, I have a lot more trust in, and their APY is like 85,000. I don't know why it won't load here. But these are the two that I really decided to go into, but I have a little bit in Hector and a little bit in Spartacus, which they're on the Phantom network. Jade is on Binance, Wonderland is on Avalanche. Well, things are having load issues, so let's just go to some Q&A. We'll do a few minutes of Q&A. What's up, everybody? Happy holidays. Throw out some questions quick. Let's just answer some general questions. I don't typically need to sign into MetaMask for Wonderland to open. My computer's just being stupid. I need to get a new computer. I've just really been avoiding it for a long time and dealing with the slowness because I don't want to transfer everything over. I'm like terrified that I'm going to lose files. It's like backed up in the cloud, but I don't necessarily trust the cloud either. So I don't know. Rome DAO. I've heard about that, but I didn't go on it. Jade, I'm leaning that Jade is legit because I've really been doing my research. Again, I can't guarantee a damn thing. It's not like I went all in. I've put an amount of money in Jade that I can lose, and it's okay. But the upside is just so big that I've managed my risk reward. And Jade, you know, where I've been following them on Twitter. I've been going through their Discord. I've been watching them. And they also have another project called Smarter Coin. And they also have a Twitter and Discord page. And I've been going through all that, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's the mind like? What's the character of the people behind this? What's their character seem like through all this stuff? And to me, I'm gaining more and more trust by the day. Does that mean I'm going all in? No. But Wonderland, I have complete trust in them because that's Daniele Sestagallo. Obviously, I'm an American. Right, so these names, not the most easy thing for me to say, but he's got an immense track record, a big following. You know, he's got Popsicle Finance, he's got Abracadabra.money, he's got Wonderland. Like, and you when you watch his interviews, you know who he is. I have a lot of trust. I have almost pretty much 100% trust to Wonderland. That's why my biggest investment is in Wonderland, even though it's only got a paltry 85,000% APY as opposed to 400 million% APY. But Jade's just obviously so big. Yeah, it was 266 a few days ago. It actually hit over Jade. It hit over 500 yesterday. It's went down a bit to 400. But yeah, I got in the 300s and 200s several days ago. Jade's only been around for like maybe 2 weeks. But I like what they're doing. Plus, they're going to be launching their Fair Launch Foundation, which I'm reading up on that. Like, one thing that really got me with Jade is I went through their documentation, right? Because if you go there, that's what you got to do. You got to do the work. That's how you do your own research. So I went through their documentation, and it seemed pretty legit to me. Like, I was like, wow, they spent a lot of time making this whole white paper, all this documentation, and I was like, and they really have a unique plan that I haven't seen anywhere else. I'm like, wow, if they're doing a rug or some kind of scam, like, why would you put all this work in? It wouldn't make any sense. You could make a shitload of money by doing way less work if you're just going to scam people. So it's looking pretty legit to me. It really is. What do you mean Hector died yesterday? Hey, you're welcome, Malik. I appreciate that you appreciate it. What do you mean Hector? I haven't checked Hector in a while. I'm going to look at it over here real quick. Why did Hector die? That sounds dramatic to me. I think partially what's happening with some of these rebases is that people are moving money around because they don't really trust things that much. Jade's value lock has been going up more than any other rebase platform. So I think a good number of people, myself included, moved some money over to Jade, and that's affected these other ones. Okay, I think that's what I think has been happening. Hector went to $90 yesterday. Whew. But again, I don't feel that bad about it. I just don't, because of the rebases that are going on. And again, when the price goes down lower on these things, the way they're set up is that the APY goes higher. So again, I'm in these things not to like try to double my money in a month, which you can do, but I'm actually getting in the ones that I think I can sit in and park in for a while, for at least several months, because then you can still get that kind of return. Hector Dow, I'm trying to pull it up. My computer is just not working. YouTube, I think I'm going to stop the stream. I love you.